Hi there, this is Art and Such with part 2 of my Rainbow Loom tutorial for J and K from Men in Black. In part 1, we got our body ready, and you have that on your hook right now. I'm going to show you the layout for J first, and then I'll show you the layout for K, how to make that. And I'll let you know, I'll put in an annotation to let you know how far in that is. So for J's face, you're starting with 2 black bands, and those come down from the center, down 1 to the left. Another 2 go down with 2 black bands to the top one or the next one down on the right. You'll put 2 sets of double brown bands down either side and 3 sets down the center. And then you need 2 bands to come from your 3rd right to your 4th center, and 2 bands from your 3rd left to your 4th center. We can put on our cap bands, and we're just gonna put 1 this time actually. It's a triangle band. If you want to do the ears, because he has kind of prominent ears, you're gonna take a single band, wrap it 3 times onto your hook, and put it onto a doubled over single. So turn it onto itself. Put it on the end of your hook, put your ear through, and close. And your ear will go on the 2nd peg down in the center, on the side. And you would put 1 on the other side as well. I'm not going to include the ear this time, but if that's something that you'd like to have, this is where and when you would add it. Okay, so the next thing we need is the sunglasses. And the sunglasses, you're going to do a single band, black, wrapped 3 times. You can do it 4 if you want it a little bit lumpier. And we'll do a second one. And then we're going to pull this onto 2 black bands. So bring 1 piece over and the other piece. And you're going to put these from the 2nd peg to the 2nd peg. You'll want to separate the eyes a little bit. And now what you'll see is 4 bands in the center, and you're going to take 1 of the bands from underneath, try to get an underneath one, and stretch it above the center 2nd. Now we can add our body. And we're going to put this on that 4th peg down, so right where our chin piece ends. And from here, we can start looping up these first sets. So get the bottom 2, bring it to the side. The next bottom 2 should be going to the right side. Sorry, top 2. And the last 2 are going up. We're going to keep going up, but this next part's a little bit tricky because what you're going to do is put your hook under, like between 2 black bands, so that there's 2 black bands on one side and 1 on the other, which, as I said, is a little bit tricky, but you want to slide it under, get your next band from under that 3rd peg, and you're going to bring this through onto the 2nd peg. And I think I lost 1, yes. This is a little tricky. Take your time with it, and it's okay if you have to take a couple of tries. Don't panic. And if you have to put it under all 3 bands, that's okay too. In fact, that probably works just as well. Now you can continue looping up. And you're going to loop up either side right to the top. Just your bottom 2 browns. And the last 2 blacks to the center. Other side, loop up your bottom 2s. And the last 2 blacks. And we are going to take a black band and use it as a securing band. Put your hook through the bands on the top peg. Bring your single black through, both ends on your hook, bottom one over the top one. And you can remove this from the loom. So the only things to do or adjust here, you'll want to take the securing band and tuck it in the back using a C-clip. And if you want to have a mustache, it looks a little funny because it's hard to tell whether it's a mustache or a mouth, but if you want a mustache, what you'll do is come through from the back, place one end of a black band on your hook and pull it back through, and come through the back on the other side, put your black band over again and pull it through. And this can be secured as well. So that is our J. And if you're sticking around with me for K, what you're gonna do is come down, let's try this way. Two gray bands coming down from the center to the top, another two coming down, and on either side you'll have one set of double gray and two sets of skin tone, 4 sets of skin tone down the center, 2 sets from that side one, that fourth one, to the center fifth, and 2 coming down from your left fourth to your center fifth. We'll use single cat bands. Again, if you want the face to be tighter, you can always double them over. I'm just going to do single ones, and we're going to do this on 2 sets. For the last one, we're going to make sunglasses again. So we're going to take a single, wrap it 3 or 4 times, and a second one 3 or 4 times. Pull it onto 2 black bands. And we're going to do the very same thing we did for Jay's face. Oops, I lost one. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and you can do it 4 times if you prefer. Pull these on, and this goes from our second peg to our second peg. So this is at the end of the gray. We're going to take one of the bands from that set of 4 and pull it over. And this is where you would put your body, right at the bottom. I don't have a second body handy, so what I'm going to do is sorry, just throw in a cat band to represent where the body would be. So your body is going on this last peg at the bottom, and this is where your neck is. You'll be reaching underneath, looping the top 2 bands to the side that they came from. And we're pretty much going to repeat everything we did with Jay and with most of our characters. We're just taking the bands back to where they came from and looping up the face. So the next 2 on the top are coming to the left, and then we can loop straight up. But remembering when we get to the sunglasses, we're going to try to reach through and pull it underneath, under 2 of those, and loop up the sides. Push back your sunglasses, loop up, and loop those last 2 to the center. We'll repeat everything on the other side. And loop up to the center, and this can be secured with a gray band. Just like with our J, we will be putting our hook through the top center peg, putting our single band on right at the end there, and pulling it through. You can put one end over the other and secure it, and remove this from your loom. So this would sit on your other body like so, and you can secure that extra band in the back of the head. Oops, here it is. With a C-clip again. And there are our men in black. I'll put them down for you so you can see them. So So I hope you enjoyed, and I thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out some of my other videos.